Hi friends. It's another episode of Paddy's Family Tour. First of all, this week is my cousin's wedding. And we are going there, and you will see everything as it is happening. Anyway, we are going to Mauritius. It's an African country and we are being told it's very beautiful. My wife have not heard about Mauritius before, that's funny though. It's an Indian Ocean island nation, and it's known for its beaches, lagoons and reefs. Friend, we can't wait to see this country, and I so much assure you are going to like this one. But first, let's go to the wedding. Then we can fly out and see this beautiful island.
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. Please let the husband and wife leave the auditorium first, before we start going out. And as we know, they will be hosting us at the reception after this. Please, we want the best man and best lady to wait behind to sign necessary documents. Thank you for coming. Thanks and God bless you all. Please, we want everybody to sit down. Please. You are all welcome, and I believe Philip and Emile are very happy to see your beautiful faces. Thank you. It's husband and wife's time to dance now, let's have fun with them.
Friends, it's being a busy weekend for us. From wedding to reception and finally to Thanksgiving. I'm happy to tell you, the husband and wife are presently on honeymoon, living the dream I guess. That reminds me of our honeymoon, it was one of the best times of our life. I wish Philip and Emily, best of luck in their marriage. Well, we are at the airport now flying to Mauritius. Hopefully it's going to be a good one and thank you for coming with us again on another memorable journey. We will show you amazing places, tell you what you may not know about this beautiful island and many more.
Arab sailors were possibly the first to discover the uninhabited island around 975, which they called Dina Arobi. The earliest confirmed discovery was in 1507 by Portuguese sailors, who otherwise took little interest in the islands. The Dutch took possession in 1598, establishing a succession of short-lived settlements before abandoning their efforts in 1710. France took control in 1715, renaming it Isle de France. In 1810 the island was seized by Great Britain, and 4 years later France ceded Mauritius, and its dependencies to the former. As a British colony, Mauritius included Rodriguez, Agalega, St. Brandon, Tromelin, the Chagos Archipelago, and, until 1906, the Seychelles. Sovereignty over Tromelin is disputed between Mauritius and France, as it was not specifically mentioned in the Treaty of Paris. Mauritius remained a primarily plantation-based colony of the United Kingdom until independence in 1968. Owing to its geographic location and centuries of colonialism, the people of Mauritius are highly diverse in ethnicity, culture, language and faith. It is the only country in Africa where Hinduism is the largest religion. The island's government is closely modeled on the Westminster parliamentary system, and Mauritius is highly ranked for democracy and for economic and political freedom. Mauritius is categorized as high in the Human Development Index. According to the World Bank, the country is classified as a high-income economy. It's ranked as the most competitive and one of the most developed economies in the African region. The country is a welfare state. The government provides free universal health care, free education up to tertiary level and free public transport for students, senior citizens, and the disabled. Mauritius was ranked among the safest or most peaceful countries by the Global Peace Index 2019. Approximately two-thirds of the population is of Indo-Pakistani origin, most of whom are descendants of indentured laborers brought to work in the sugar industry during the 19th and early 20th centuries. About one-fourth of the population is Creole, of mixed French and African descent, and there are small numbers of people of Chinese and Franco-Mauritian descent. Although English is the official language, it is spoken by a very small percentage of the population. Creole, a French-based patois, is spoken by about 4/5 of the population, and is the lingua franca of the country. Bhojpuri, an Indo-Aryan language, is spoken by 1/10 of the population, and French is spoken by a small percentage. Other languages spoken on the island include Hindi, Chinese, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu. Mauritians commonly speak 2, 3, or even more languages, and the educational system supports a wide range of language instruction.
Guys, you are welcome on board. Thanks for coming to our beautiful country, and we hope you will have a memorable stay and safe journey back to your country. We have varieties of food, both local and international cuisines, likewise buffet with tasty wines of your choice. There are plazas where kids can play and so many entertainment sections all over the plaza. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much, madam. Darling, what do you think? Let's go and see they've got on the menu.
The capital city of Mauritius is Port Louis and the largest city. The name of the president is Pradeep Rupun, and the prime minister is Pravind Jugnauth. The country became republic on the March 12, 1992. The population is about 1.2 million, and also the currency is Mauritania rupee. The island is surrounded by more than 150 kilometers 100 miles of white sandy beaches, and the lagoons are protected from the open sea by the world's third largest coral reef, which surrounds the island. Just off the Mauritian coast lie some 49 uninhabited islands and islets, several of which have been declared natural reserves for endangered species. Mauritius has strong and friendly relations with various African, American, Asian, European, and Oceania countries. Considered part of Africa geographically, Mauritius has friendly relations with African states in the region, particularly South Africa, by far its largest continental trading partner. Mauritian investors are gradually entering African markets, notably Madagascar, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. The country's political heritage and dependence on Western markets have led to close ties with the European Union and its member states, particularly France. Relations with India is very strong for both historical and commercial reasons.
Wow. What a great nation. Thank you very much, madam.
Mauritius is a major tourist destination. The tourism sector is the fourth contributor to the Mauritian economy. The island nation enjoys a tropical climate with clear warm sea waters, beaches, tropical fauna, and flora complemented by a multi-ethnic and cultural population. The forecast of tourist arrivals for the year 2019 is maintained at 1.4 million, representing an increase of 3.6% over the figure of 1.3 million in 2018. Mauritius currently has two UNESCO World Heritage Sites, namely, Apravasi Ghat and Le Morne Cultural Landscape. Additionally, Black River Gorges National Park is currently in the UNESCO tentative list. The population density in Mauritius is the highest of African countries, and is among the highest in the world. Overpopulation became a serious problem after the eradication of falciparum malaria by the early 1950s led to a sharp increase in population. Driven by government policy, supported by all the Mauritian religious communities, and assisted by the rapid pace of economic growth. The rate of natural increase dropped rapidly in the last decades of the 20th century, and it is now below the world average. Emigration, primarily to Britain and France, also helped slow the annual growth rate. The birth rate remains well below the world average, while the death rate is similar to the world average. Life expectancy is about 70 years for men and more than 75 years for women, which is higher than the world average, and is well above the average for African countries. About 2/5 of the country's population is younger than age 30.
I don't know why these people are so happy. I just need to get my head down a bit. The weather here is on point, not too warm, not too cold. Once again we have come to the end of this trip. It's being a good one for us, and we believe you have learnt one or two things about this East African island. Port Louis is being remarkable, and our Mauritian friends have been very helpful all round. Please, join us again next time when we bring you another episode of Paddy's Family Tour. However, we will be very grateful if you can share, subscribe and like our video. Thanks and goodbye for now.